She was doing drugs before she even met Bobby Brown. But what the dynamic that I think that contributed to destroying Whitney Houston was the fact that she was with someone who was in the same profession that she was in, but was not nearly as successful as she was. And what she tried to do was the impossible, which was to hide a watermelon behind a grape. Bobby Brown was a grape and Whitney Houston was a watermelon. And you cannot hide a watermelon behind a grape. She tried to dim her light so that he could shine more brightly, so that she could just be a wife. Because what men don't understand about women who are successful and women who have a lot of attention and women who are in the spotlight, women like that just want to be a woman. We want to be with a man who allows us to be a woman and who will not put us on that pedestal that the world is putting us on with all these expectations about who we are supposed to be. So that is why heroes very rarely... Come on now, girl. That's right. That's right, Roz, and that's real talk. But heroes have a tendency to not rescue other heroes for that very reason. They want to go and rescue somebody who's more easily rescuable. Like, for instance, I'm going to use myself as an example. I don't mind using myself as an example, but I'll use myself as an example. If there is a woman who is just like me in every shape, form, and fashion, she's exactly like me, other than the fact that she does not have all the careers going on that I have going on, and she may not make as much money as me. And I mean, it's like I may make a little more money than the average single mother, but I have more responsibility than the average single mother. So don't be trying to count my money and think that I'm rich because I got the only thing that I got is a 6'3", 255-pound 18-year-old who's starting college and fall, and I got to figure out how I'm going to pay college tuition. So y'all can get off me and quit trying to count my money. You don't nobody know how much money I got other than Trustmark and the IRS. So mind your business and don't be trying to worry about how much money I got. Don't be trying to count my money and don't be saying you got it. I know you got it. You don't know what the hell I got. You worry about what you got in your bank account because you ain't getting no money. If I got 2 nickels, you can't have damn one of them. So anyway, I got off on a tangent. I get fired up when I think about that because it pisses me off when people negate my struggle by, assuming that I got all this money, that I got, that I can do all these things and that I got it and you got money to pay for this, you got money to pay for that. You don't know what I got money to pay for. So don't be trying to count my money. Don't negate my struggle because my struggle is just as real as everybody else's struggle. So mind your business and get out my bank account unless you put some money in it. Anything else on that? Okay, I ain't gonna go there no more. So this is the thing. So we're taking these 2 women who are otherwise equal women. They're just women, and they look just alike. You take identical women. One of them has a career where she has a little authority. She has a career where she makes a little more money, but she's still in the struggle with everybody else. She's a single mother. And so she has to pay bills. She has to do things, but she's a little more organized. She has her life a little more set and a little more together. But then this other woman over here, she doesn't make as much money and she's not as organized. So she has a tendency to not manage her money as well. She has a tendency to run out of money, have more month than money. And so she ends up struggling a little bit more, and her struggle is a little more apparent. It's not that she's struggling any more than this woman. It's just that her struggle is a little more apparent. So when this hero sees her, he sees her and he wants to rescue her because it's easier to rescue her. All I got to do to rescue her is to pay her light bill every month, make things a little bit easier on her. Give her $100, to get her nails done, to get her hair done every once in a while. Why you can't give me $100 to get my hair done? My hair don't need to be done. My hairdresser got to be paid. Sheila Floyd Sanders got to be paid just like every other stylist in Hattiesburg. And just because I'm the one sitting in her chair, that don't mean that she gets any more or less money. So it's just like, why you can't find ways to rescue me the same way you find ways to rescue someone whose struggle may be a little bit more apparent than mine. My struggle may not be apparent because my bills come out of my account automatic draft every month. So I ain't got no notices hanging on my door, telling me to pay my light bill or be in the dark. I may not have that. My struggle may not be apparent because of that. But that doesn't mean that my struggle is any less real than any other single mother who's out here trying to make it. So the heroes tend to shy away from women who tend to seem to have it all together by themselves because they don't want to do enough work. They don't want to do the work that it takes to figure out what it takes to rescue a woman who seems to have it all together. They want to rescue women whose struggle is obvious. And I mean, that's just not fair to women. It's like we are being penalized for having our life together, for being able to pay our bills, and for keeping our stuff together, and keeping our lights on, and keeping a roof over our children's head. We are being penalized for that because we don't need you enough. Is that what it is, guys? We don't need you enough. Is that your struggle? We don't need you enough. So you got to go and rescue somebody who makes you feel a little more needed. Is that what you need to validate your manhood? Child, please get out my face with that foolishness. If you're a real man, you can be a real man to any woman, no matter who is standing next to you. Your woman can be president of the United States. Your woman can be a Supreme Court justice. It doesn't matter. If you are a real man and you understand your God-ordained duty to lead, love, protect, and provide. It don't matter what your woman is doing. She can be a school teacher, or she could be the mayor. It doesn't matter what she's doing. Your God-ordained authority is to lead, love, and protect and provide that for that woman. It don't matter. And it doesn't change because of her career. It does not change because of her attitude. It does not change because of her strength. You know, it would seem, you know, if y'all would use your common sense just a little bit more, you would see that having a strong woman who makes some decent money means more things for the family. That means that your money can be used, instead of using your money every month to bail her out of another financial crisis that she's gotten herself into, then the money that you save, y'all can use that money to go on a vacation. Or use that money to get a new car, or use that money to do things that you would not have to do if she didn't keep putting herself in financial crisis because she doesn't make enough money and she wants to live beyond her means. You ever thought about that? Y'all don't think about that. Y'all don't. That don't make sense to you. That's too much like right? Okay. So that's the thing. And so it's not that women who are strong, you know, because a lot of men, I'm taking these rain boots off because they're getting hot. But a lot of women who are strong, you know, men will say things like, oh, she just want to get a man who she can bounce around. She wants to get a man that's going to do whatever she's saying. She don't want no strong man. That's not true. Is that the men who are heroes have a tendency to be off rescuing somebody who don't really need rescuing. I mean, who apparently needs rescuing, instead of rescuing a woman who does not appear to need rescuing. So it's not that we have a pick and choose. I mean, we just want a real man. He doesn't have to have any. I don't care what kind of job my man has. As long as he is leading, loving, protecting, and providing for me, he could be hanging off the back of a garbage truck. As long as he manages that money and makes enough money to be able to keep a roof over my head, and I can take care of the things that I need to take care of, I'm not worried about what his profession is. I'm not worried about that. And you don't need to be, and don't be coming up to no woman asking her what she do. Don't be worried about what I do for a living. I work at the, I ain't got no job. I get AFDC. I don't work. I ain't got no job. And from now on, when I'm out of town, that's what I'm gonna tell men, because I can't tell them that lie in Harrisburg, because everybody know what I do for a living. But forget y'all. Y'all don't be judging me. Don't judge me. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know nothing about my struggle. The struggle is real up in here. So anyway, all I'm trying to get y'all to understand, let me see what Roslyn said. I can't read this. This is too. Roslyn said, and we hear, you don't need me. You just need a man for sex because you got it all together. And that is a lie. She said, a lie. I hear that so much. It definitely feels like successful women get penalized, and that is not fair. You know, it's just like you got to bring something to the table, guys. You have to let us know that you have something other to bring to the table. I mean, and if you know that you don't bring nothing to the table, then just go on and say, I want somebody that can I mooch off you for a while? Just go on and ask, can I mooch off you for a while? You know, a lot of people have asked me the question, would you consider dating a white man? Yes, I would consider dating a white man. My principle as far as nationality, race, creed, when it comes to dating, I don't care what color you are, as long as your money is green and you don't want none of mine. Can I say it again? I don't care what color you are, as long as your money is green and you got enough of it that you don't want none of mine. Because you can't have none of my money. Kobe is the only man that can get my money. And the thing about it is, my mortgage is not that high. You need to at least be able to pay this mortgage and be able to pay the light bill, the gas bill, and the water bill. Keep these bills on in the house, because you're supposed to provide a roof over my head. I ain't supposed to do that for you. And I'm not going to do it. I I ain't doing it for nobody's son except for mine. And his days in my wallet are numbered, because that's not what a woman is supposed to do. A woman is supposed to be provided for. That is your job. And just because the times have changed, the rules have not changed. The God ordained responsibilities of a man have not changed. The God ordained responsibilities of a woman have not changed. I was talking to one of my younger friends, and she was saying it seems like women end up doing, carrying all the weight, and women end up doing all the work. We have to keep the household running, and we have to do this, we have to do that. We have to make sure that the bills are paid. We got to make sure that this is done, But if you got a man who is putting the money in the bank account, then, it ain't hurting your feelings to write no check. Write the checks, keep the household running, call the lawn man, tell him when he need to come and do the lawn. That ain't going to kill you. And get the children ready for school. Handle your business as a woman. I love doing that. I love being a mother and the keeper of my household more than anything. And when I was a wife, I did that very, very well. And I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. But I'm just not going to do it for any Tom, Dick, and Larry who is not giving me what I need. And so we have a right to be discriminating. We have a right to want somebody who is going to take care of us the same way that we take care of them. So, ladies, the key to being a diva, I'm trying to remember what I said today. The key to being a good diva and the success creed for being a good woman is you have to have the mindset of a show horse, but the heart of a work mule. You have to have the prissiness of a hummingbird, but the heart of a lion. You have to have the swagger of a boss, but you have to have the heart of a servant. That's what a true diva is. You don't run nothing but your mouth. Let yourself be used by God to be a good woman to your man. Let yourself be used by God to be a good mother to your children and handle your business. And then you're a hero. You won't need to be rescued because you'll be a hero yourself. And then sooner or later, God will send you that man who can handle rescuing somebody who rescues. It's like, it's hard to rescue a rescuer, because a rescuer, like, I can do it myself. It's like the control freak mechanism kicks in. But, a strong man, a real man will realize, I'm going to find ways to rescue her. I'm going to find ways to take care of her. I'm going to find ways to meet her needs. Even if all I can do is draw her a hot bath at the end of the day. If you get home before your woman, run her a tub of hot water. Rub her feet. If you were off today, cook dinner. Do something to make her life a little bit easier, because it's hard being a woman, especially a professional woman. And men don't realize it. They think you got it going on, you're running things, but it is hard because you're scrutinized, you're tested, your abilities are questioned, because of the fact that you are different, you're going to be questioned a little bit harder than someone else. People are going to question your authority, they're going to question your mentality, they're going to question your emotional stability and your ability to deal with things and not allow your emotions to get attached to them because of the fact that you're a female. We have to go through it. Women have to go through it during the course of the day. So at the end of the day, rescue me. Find a way to rescue me. And use the money that you don't have to spend on my light bill to go buy me something. Go buy me something, or go and book us a cruise and say, baby, I'm taking you away for the weekend. Use the money that you don't have to spend on my light bill to do that. How about that? Find 100 ways. James, I'm going to tell y'all this and I'm going to go. If y'all want to know how to deal with women, y'all got to go back to them old school pimps. James Ingram said in that song, Find 100 Ways, he said, compliment what she does. Send her roses just because. If it's violin she wants, let them play. He's just telling you different things that you can do. He said, dedicate her favorite song and hold her closer all night long. Love her today. Find 100 ways. And then you skip over to the bridge of that song. He says, in your arms tonight, she'll reflect that she owes you the sweetest of debts. And if she wants to pay, find 100 ways. So you got to find ways to be good to your woman. No matter what your woman does, who your woman is, you have a duty to lead, love, protect, and provide for her. You don't get a pass just because your woman makes a little more money than you. You don't. Handle your business, men. Be a hero. Okay? Have a good night. Bye.